Hey there, movie fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the wild and laugh-out-loud comedy, We're the Millers, the 2013 hit directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber, with a star-studded cast featuring Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, Will Poulter, and Emma Roberts. This one's packed with outrageous moments you won't want to miss. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment to stay in the loop for all our latest recaps. Meet David Clark, played by Jason Sudeikis, a small-time pot dealer whose life is about to spiral out of control. His story kicks off with a hilariously chaotic plan that takes us on a wild ride through lies, mischief, and surprising bonds. We get introduced to David in his apartment in Denver, living a typical bachelor life, making small marijuana deals to pay the bills. Life seems pretty ordinary, until one day he finds himself in a heap of trouble after he's robbed of his stash and money, leaving him in debt to his supplier, Brad Girdlinger, played by Ed Helms, who's not the kind of guy you want to owe a debt to. When David meets Brad to explain his situation, Brad offers him a risky solution: smuggle a smidgen and a half of marijuana from Mexico to the U.S. in exchange for wiping his debt clean and earning a hefty payday. David, desperate and with no other options, reluctantly agrees. But how does one smuggle drugs across the border without drawing attention? David hatches a ridiculous plan to pose as a family man. And to make this cover story work, he recruits three accomplices. First, we have Rose O'Reilly, played by Jennifer Aniston, a stripper who's down on her luck and is persuaded to play his wife. Then we have Casey, played by Emma Roberts, a streetwise runaway who agrees to be their daughter. Finally, there's Kenny, played by Will Poulter, David's naive, nerdy neighbor who happily agrees to join the charade as their son. With the Millers now in place, the crew hits the road in a clunky RV, heading south to Mexico to pick up the drugs. Along the way, they encounter various comedic obstacles, including awkward family moments and run-ins with the law. The faux family dynamic continues to be a source of comedy and tension throughout their journey. Yet somehow they manage to hold their act together just long enough to reach their destination. And here's where things take a hilarious twist. Remember that smidgen and a half of marijuana they were supposed to pick up? Turns out it's actually an entire RV packed to the brim with weed. Needless to say, things are about to get even crazier from here. As they drive back with the drugs, the Millers run into all sorts of roadblocks, both literal and figurative. From run-ins with a corrupt Mexican policeman whose bribe request is comically misinterpreted to vehicular mishaps, everything that could go wrong seems to go wrong. Adding to the fun is the arrival of the Fitzgerald family. Don, who happens to be a DEA officer, and Edie, played by Nick Offerman and Katherine Hahn, who are RV enthusiasts and take a liking to the Millers. The Fitzgeralds' over-the-top friendliness and wholesome family values create an awkward contrast to David's crew. The scenes with these two families together are filled with great comedic timing, as the Millers struggle to keep their cool while dealing with increasingly absurd situations. While initially just a ragtag group thrown together for a scam, the Millers slowly start to act like a real family. David, despite his criminal intentions, begins to take on a more responsible, protective role. Rose starts to soften as a mother figure, and the younger members of the group, Casey and Kenny, begin to trust each other, forming real sibling bonds. They share moments of laughter, bickering, and surprising tenderness amidst the chaos. These heartwarming moments mixed with comedy give the movie a unique balance of humor and sincerity, making us root for this unlikely crew despite their questionable actions. To avoid spoilers and keep things exciting, let's leave the conclusion of the Millers' wild adventure for you to discover. But without giving too much away, know that this chaotic crew faces big decisions that challenge not only their survival, but also the bonds they formed along the way. It's a fun, lighthearted comedy that plays with the concept of what it means to be a family, even if that family is entirely fake. Whether you're watching for Jason Sudeikis' dry wit, Jennifer Aniston's sharp charm, or Will Poulter's scene-stealing performance, this movie will have you laughing and rooting for the Millers until the very end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more movie recaps and help us grow our new channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.